Hi Cancer, and welcome to your January 2020 reading. This is actually for the first half of January 2020. My name is Heather from the Crystal Vein Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me today. And I'd like to thank you all for your love and support that I've been receiving on my channel. And if you would like to contact me, my email is posted below, along with a mailing address for those of you who would like to send postcards. So I'm holding a contest for the remainder of December, and that contest is to win a meditation energy healing bracelet. I do make wire-wrapped crystal jewelry, so the stones will be semi-precious stones that I'm using in this bracelet. It won't be a wire-wrapped bracelet, it will just be a bead bracelet. And I will be infusing it with Reiki energy as well. And there will be semi-precious stones that represent each of the major chakras. So it is an overall energy balancing bracelet. So if you would like to enter into that contest, just send me an email and just let me know that you're interested in entering the contest, and I will put your name in the draw. The draw will be on January 1st, and I will be announcing it on YouTube. I will also be emailing the winner to let them know that they have won. I will also be requesting their mailing address at that time so I can mail the bracelet out, as well as their wrist size so I can custom fit it to their wrist. So again, thank you for joining me. For those of you who are new to my channel, I'm an energy healer and intuitive. Be sure to like, share, subscribe to my channel if you enjoy this reading and enjoy the messages. And for any of you who are already subscribed, thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate you watching and tuning in every time I post a video, and so thank you so much. And I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. I really get a lot of inspiration and positive feedback from everyone, so thank you, thank you, thank you. And so I'm going to begin your reading. This is going to be a general reading. As a general reading, the messages are going to resonate differently for everyone, so be sure to check out your moon and rising sign readings as well for a complete picture of the energies around you. I'm using the Gilded Tarot deck and the Celtic Cross spread. Celtic Cross lets me see what is happening now in your situation, challenges, potentials, the root of the situation, the recent past, your strengths, and what energies are coming towards you. So again, this is for the Sun, Moon, Rising sign of Cancer for the first half of January 2020. Okay, so Cancer, I feel like you've been doing a lot of planning. You have the King of Swords in the position of where you are at the present moment, and the King of Swords energy, Swords energy is intellectual energy, it's thoughts, it's ideas, it's truths, it's anything that you think, and it's about how you it can also represent Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. So there could be a Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini in your life that's influencing, a big influencer, a big part of your life, someone that you're getting advice from. But I really feel like this is your energy because of the position that it's in. But it's how you are using your thoughts to create your reality around you. And because it is the King of Swords in particular, and that's why I'm feeling that, because the King this is someone who is a master of that air energy, and a master of their thoughts, a master of intellect, someone very sharp-minded, someone who is who uses their logic and reason to get what they want and surround themselves with everything they want in their life, whether or not, like in all areas of their life. So in terms of their finances, money, career, house, home, and relationships. Again, someone that's very thoughtful, very intellectual, very quick-witted, someone who is very strategic in their planning and like plans everything out. Someone who's also very much respects and admires the truth. Someone that doesn't beat around the bush. Someone that gets straight to the point. Yeah, so this is the type of energy that you have right now, Cancer. So perhaps you have been, perhaps you could have something on the go. I feel like you might want to be doing something. Like you've been putting a lot of thought into something. You've been planning something. Whether, I don't know if that's in your relationships or if it's more career related, but I do really feel like you've been thinking about something and strategizing on how to move forward with something. Okay, and you're being crossed by the Four of Wands. So the Four of Wands is about your family and friends and reunions with others and celebrations with those that you love and care about. So this could be, I feel for a great deal of you, this is relationship related, not career related, but that for others of you, it's still going to be more of a career, money, abundance type of energy. But just because of this is crossing you. So this is about your friends and family celebrating you and coming together for celebrations and reunions. And now with the time of year it is too, yeah, of course, you could be running into family and friends that you haven't seen in a long time. But I do feel like this is perhaps maybe you've been feeling a bit disconnected from family and friends, and now you've kind of feel like you've maybe started a new chapter in your life where you've decided to reconnect with people and make sure that you're surrounded by people that you care about and you love. And that maybe you kind of were focusing on other things for a little while, but now you're coming back to that. I really feel like that's something that is related, speaking to definitely to a few of you out there, a specific group of you out there, Cancer. And then you have Temperance here as your foundation. So this is what has led to the present. And Temperance is a card about balance. So it is Sagittarius. It represents Sagittarius energy. So there could be a Sag in your life or someone with a lot of Sag in their chart. That's a big influencer and could have perhaps even triggered this for you and this feeling of wanting to reconnect with friends and family. But it's also about balance and moderation. And I really feel like I'm really feeling like that perhaps you were focused a lot on areas of your life that took you away from friends and family. So for an example, this doesn't mean that this is how it plays out for you. But for example, you could have been so absorbed in building your career and building a legacy and working so much. Perhaps you even had a lot of projects on the go, so you'd go to work and then you'd be that hockey coach and that baseball coach and you'd be volunteering for big brothers or big sisters, and like just spreading yourself out over so many things that you didn't have a lot of time for the friends and family around you in a very meaningful way, and that you're now kind of craving. That this has come from a craving of that work-life balance and bringing yourself back into harmony, Cancer, and wanting to reestablish those connections. Okay, and you also have the World here in your recent past or things that are moving into the background. So this is energy that can still be around you, but it is moving into the background. And yeah, so I'm really feeling like this is that, yeah, that you've been focused on so many other things that your friends and family have kind of taken a back seat. And now you want to bring that balance back into your life, because with the World card here in that moving into the past position, the World card is a major arcana card, and it's the final major arcana card. So this is the end. This is the completing a goal or a life lesson. This is completing a karmic cycle. So it's just one chapter in your life is now over, and you are now beginning a new one. Usually it's a positive ending because you've mastered that chapter, you've mastered that lesson, and now it's time for you to move on to the next one. And so I really feel like the next chapter that you're moving into is more about balancing out that work-life balance and reconnecting emotionally with others. And then you have the King of Pentacles crowning you. And so the King of Pentacles, like the King of Swords, is a master of their suit. And so this is your strengths. This is in the position of what's on the horizon as well. And being a master of the Pentacles suit, Pentacles are your lendables. They are your tangibles. They are the things that you can touch, feel. It's physical. It's the earthly energy. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. But it's the physical things that you can touch. It's your tangibles. It's your physical assets such as money, possessions, security. So this is also security of house and home. This is also security of health. So perhaps even Cancer, you might even have had a little bit of a health scare. Perhaps you were overworked and overstressed and you had a little bit of a health scare. And that this is one of the reasons why you're now seeking that balance in your life. And you're now seeking that security of your body, of your actual physical body and your health. And you know that to do that, you need to be balancing out your life. You need to be reconnecting with people that you love. You need that security of house and home, of your family relationships. So it's not just, Pentacles aren't just about money and possessions. They're about stable and having stability in your life and having, so things and people there in your life. And this is what's developing from the situation, or this is what's on the horizon for you. And now this is what is in the near future, or what is coming or developing from the situation. And this is the Six of Swords energy. So this is all about transition. You see the woman, she's in the boat, she's moving from one area of her life into another. So again, that speaks to the World card as well. And so I really like the Six of Swords because again, it is about change and transition. It's also about a necessary transition. So I think you've realized that you really do need to have that balance and kind of like open up your heart again to the loved ones around you. This can also talk about moving and actually relocating. So you could be deciding to perhaps in all of this realization, perhaps you don't live around like your friends and family or an area where you grew up, and perhaps you're moving back to an area where you grew up or where all your friends and family are. So it can also speak to that too, that Six of Swords. And then you have a Strength card in your current attitude or point of view towards the situation. So Strength is the card of Leo. So there could be a Leo in your life that is a big influencer, or someone with a lot of Leo in their chart. But this is about self-love and unconditional love and respecting yourself. This is also about having courage and strength, but it's inner strength. It's not physical strength. It's not strength where you have to be able to lift a certain amount of weight or anything like that. This is about having that that internal strength to and I'm feeling like this is having that internal strength to make these changes. I feel like these are pretty significant changes because again, you have that World card, which is the ending of a cycle. It's the ending of a lesson. It's the ending of karma or of a certain path, and now you're beginning a new one. And that takes a lot of strength, even though it could all be positive and the changes could be positive. Change is scary, and that takes a lot of inner strength to sometimes to get through those kinds of things. And but this is also about you having that unconditional self-love for yourself and taking care of yourself in this move forward, or this change that you're making. And then you have the Three of Cups. This is in the situation of work or home, or things that are influencing, and other people that are influencing the situation. And the Three of Cups is the party card. It is about friendships, celebrations. It's the your circle of support, your friends, your family, and these are all people coming together to celebrate you. This is really lovely, Cancer. So yeah, you are really reconnecting with your friends and family. And this is very beautiful energy to see. And these people in your life, if you've been a bit estranged from your family or friends from the past, they're very happy that you're coming back into their lives, or that you're reconnecting with them. They're celebrating this. They're thrilled to have you back in their lives. And then you have the Knight of Pentacles. So this is the work behind the scenes that needs to be done. It can also represent your hopes and fears. So the Knight of Pentacles is someone who's very reliable, patient, hardworking. And I think maybe you might be feeling, so as you're developing these relationships, I feel like there might be a little bit of a fear or resistance coming from you, that maybe you are a little bit nervous about this change, nervous about reconnecting with people, afraid that maybe they're going to be annoyed or not happy with you because they haven't heard from you in so long, or you know, you've kind of been a little bit estranged or away from them for a while, and you're worried about that. But this is, don't worry about it. Have patience. Just be patient. Be patient with the reconnecting and redeveloping those relationships, because really and truly your family and friends are here supporting you and celebrating you. These reunions, they're happy, they're joyous occasions. And yeah, and they're just, they're just excited to see you and have you back and have you around. And again, okay, so this is in the potential outcome or where you're headed. This is the Eight of Swords, and this is about feeling isolated, feeling restricted, but this is, okay, so the one thing to note with this card is it is Swords energy. And as I said earlier, Swords energy is air energy. It's the mind, it's your thoughts, it's your beliefs, it's your, it's everything that you're thinking. And you see in this card, I'm going to hold it just a little bit closer, hopefully you can see it and I don't have it at a weird angle. But this woman is surrounded by the swords, and they're floating. And she has chains around her wrists, loosely draped. She has a blindfold around her. She can't see the truth. This is about, and again, with these swords floating around her, these are all of her thoughts, all of her worries, all of her anxieties floating around her and imprisoning her. And so this is a warning for you, Cancer, that don't get stuck in your own head and your own thoughts of any kind of worries or anxieties that you have. Because at any point in time, she can just turn her wrist down and those chains are going to fall off. And once those chains are off, she can take the blindfold off and she can see the truth rather than be caught up in those thoughts. And then she can step right out between those swords. She's not imprisoned, she's not trapped, but she feels that way because she's trapped by the thoughts that are in her head. So Cancer, this is a little bit of a warning for you. And I do really feel like that's something that you could be coming up against is fears that maybe people aren't going to accept you back or not be happy to see you, and that you have that kind of a bit of an anxiety or energy around you. But I'm not seeing that there. People are happy that you're reconnecting with them. So all of that anxiety, Cancer, please know that it's in your own head. It is self-imposed. And really try, and when someone tells you that they're happy to see you and they're so excited that you're here, or they want to get together with you and go to the pub for some wings and a pint, like that kind of a thing, they mean it. They mean it. They want to spend time with you. So just know that, and don't think that it's some kind of a pity party for you, and they're feeling obligated to be with you. They want to spend time with you. They want to share your company with you. So don't let yourself get caught up in your head, please, Cancer. I am going to pull a clarifier for that, just see if there's any messages from Spirit on how to help you overcome that or resolve that, because it is in your future position. Okay, so this is, you got the Emperor card here, and this is someone who knows what they want, knows what direction they're going in. This is about someone who is, this is also a father figure kind of energy. It's an Aries energy as well, but it's that father figure kind of energy. And I feel like this is kind of how you're seen, whether or not you're male or female, but you're kind of seen as like a leader of the family or someone in that position. And this is also someone who has a lot of respect from those around them. So do know that, like, you know, if you're worrying about what people think about you or how they feel about you, do know that they do see you as like a role model parental type figure. They have a lot of respect for you. And the Star card. Okay, so the other advice for you is to have optimism, have hope, know that, and have faith in yourself. You're in the spotlight here. And perhaps that's part of the intimidation and anxiety too, and that's where some of that's coming from, because you are kind of in the spotlight and the focus is on you. But this is about you having just having faith in yourself and knowing that you can achieve your dreams and believing that, Cancer. The Star card is also the Aquarius card, so there could be an Aquarius too. That plays an important role in your life as well, Cancer. So I'm going to pull an Angel Tarot card, see if there's any last pieces of advice from Spirit or the angels. And sorry, these cards are super big for my hands. Okay, let's see if there's any final messages from Spirit for you, Cancer. So you have the Star. So you had the Star. And that's the final message. It's like hammering this home to you. It's happy times. Make positive, optimistic, long-term plans because you are on the right path. You are on the right path, Cancer. So what a nice positive card to have. I'm so happy to see that. And you've got it twice in your reading. So I'm going to pull a Living Reiki healing card. Reiki is energy healing. And as we go through life, we develop energy blocks in our energy field. And we also develop subconscious blocks in our thinking and our patterns of thinking. And these can lead to limiting beliefs about ourselves and our capabilities. And they're unfounded limitations and limiting beliefs. But I find these cards are really helpful in releasing and letting go of any kind of subconscious blocks or any energy blocks that we might have. Hold on. Too much talking. Okay. And we have, for you, Cancer, we have practice happiness. So Cancer, practice happiness, because as His Holiness the Dalai Lama says, the purpose of life is to be happy. An earlier one just got this card too. So practice happiness. And I do feel like you're headed in that direction, Cancer, that you're making these connections and reconnecting with people and refinding that happiness in your life. And I'm going to pull one final card. This is a Wisdom for Healing card. And I like the messages in these cards as well. I find that they help you to see things from a different perspective, develop a positive attitude, make you really think about situations as well, or think about your thought patterns and help you to release those as well. So we have for you, bring humor into your life. So Cancer, for the first 2 weeks of January, think about whether you truly have a sense of humor. Healing is enhanced with humor, and laughter can lighten almost anything, certainly most day-to-day irritations. So your goal for the first 2 weeks of January is to bring humor to everything that causes you stress, as this is one of the most empowered responses that you can have. So Cancer, that concludes your reading for the first half of January 2020. Thank you so much for joining me. And again, if you want to be included in that contest, make sure you send me an email and just let me know that you want to be added into the contest. And make sure that you like, share, subscribe. And thank you again for watching, Cancer, and take care.